Hello, welcome to Supporting Your Child in Dual Language Elementary Education, a short video produced by the Multilingual Education Department where we hope to answer some of your questions about having a child in elementary school within a dual language program. Let's start from the beginning. What are some benefits of dual language? First of all, they are socio-cultural, fostering a positive identity and connections to family and community, more cognitive flexibility, creative thinking and problem solving abilities, and educational. Content and skills learned can be transferred to the other language. Will my child fall behind if he, she, they learns two languages? We know that concepts learned in either language become a part of the child's general knowledge, and that many language concepts transfer from one language to another. Will a second language interfere with my child's English ability? We know that learning another language enhances a child's English ability. We know that we can learn about English by learning the structure of another language, and that common vocabulary helps children learn the meaning of new words in English. Studies have found no long-term delay in native English language development occurring in children participating in second language classes, even in full immersion programs. A frequent question: how will the teacher help my child learn and understand in a second language? First of all, teachers do not translate or switch from one language to the other during a lesson because this hinders the opportunity to acquire a second language. Instead, teachers use a variety of specialized language acquisition strategies within a meaningful context that include the use of visual and kinesthetic elements and supports for listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It's helpful to take a look at the stages of oral language acquisition. As you can see, there are several different stages, and it's important to notice that students and adults would spend a different amount of time at each level, from perhaps several weeks to several months or even several years. I like to note something important about the beginning proficiency level. One of the characteristics is that it's often called the silent period because the student is not yet producing language. This is completely normal. It does not mean they are not learning. Rather, they are focusing on listening and getting their brain ready to start to develop their speaking skills. Something else that's important to note about language acquisition stages is that they vary depending on whether we're talking about listening, speaking, reading, or writing. For example, a given student might be an intermediate level in reading, but an early intermediate level in speaking. And that again is completely normal. A dual language teacher is always noticing what level their students are on in each of the language domains. This quote, "A bilingual person is not two monolingual people in one," is exemplified by the following quotes. "Mama, put the colcha on me," said by Esteban at age 3. Here's another example of a bilingual language production. As you can tell, there are two languages within one single sentence. Sometimes parents might hear this and think that their child, is confusing the two languages. But in fact, this kind of language production is completely normal and expected for bilinguals. A teacher would notice the use of the word hotel and would use this knowledge to craft a lesson to talk about the difference between the sounds that the H makes in English and the silent sound that the H makes in Spanish. A frequently asked question by parents: if I don't know the language, how can I help with homework? Families can support students in their development of a bilingual identity and engaging in activities that foster literacy in any language. For example, reading with your child in any language, talking about the book, and writing together is going to help them develop both their native language and the second language that they are learning. Homework that goes home should be designed so that students can complete it independently. However, if there is work going home that needs family support, it will either have instructions in both languages or some kind of guidance from the teacher on how to successfully complete the work. Another frequently asked question: is a dual language program right for a child who has an IEP or 504? We know that a student with learning differences or special needs may need support in any setting. A dual language classroom employs strategies that are particularly suited to these students, such as the use of visual and kinesthetic elements, along with support for comprehension and speaking. In addition, studies show that acquiring two languages is beneficial to their overall academic achievement. Thank you very much. If you have additional questions, please look at austinisd.org/multilingual or give us a call at 512-414-4734. Thank you very much.